The Lord's people is about to cash in. Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praise to Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shah, Ba'ashem Rikakadash. Yahweh being the name of the true Heavenly Father, which is word and called God. God is a title. That is not the true Heavenly Father name in the Hebrew. Yahweh Shah being the name of the only begotten Son, which is word and called Jesus in the original Hebrew. Jesus is not his real name. Double honor to the apostles and the elders and the bishops, held spreading the truth throughout the four corners. Any last days, I'm here with another Can Be lesson. Let's get it. I'm naming this lesson, the Lord's people is about to cash in, because this is the facts. This is the truth. And I'm at work, but for some reason when I'm at work, the spirit comes up with all type of ideas, but it's like it's funny because when you work, everything going through your head, but when you stagnate or like trying to think of a lesson, it's just funny how the spirit works. That's why, but I feel like I get my better lessons off when I'm actually like just being productive. This is Matthew chapter 6, verse 19. Lay not up for yourself treasures upon earth. That's what these worldly people do. They think about, oh, my house, my land, and I got this credit score, I got this house, I got that. But at the end of the day, Babylon is prophesied to get destroyed. Lay not up for yourself treasures upon this earth, where moth and rust doth corrupt, and where thieves break through and steal. Because in the time we're about to live in, people are going to be breaking in people's houses, breaking in their property. Things going to be on fire. You already seen the signs of the race riot, civil unrest. So the Lord is telling you, lay not up for yourself treasures on this earth, because it's not going to mean it in that time. Verse 20, but lay up for yourself treasures in heaven, where neither moth nor rust doth corrupt. None of that. You can't corrupt heaven. It's pure up here. We'll corrupt it down here on this earth. That's why Lord Yahweh Shai got to come back and set this place in order. So you can't hold on to the things and the treasures and your credit score and all this stuff here in this earth, especially here in America, aka Babylon the Great, because it's about to be started over with the new digital infrastructure, social credit system, and things are going to be on fire and people are going to be breaking into people's houses. So Lord telling you, lay up for yourself treasures in heaven, where neither moth nor doth corrupt, or where thieves do not break through nor steal, because it's the heaven is pure. And the Lord's praise said, what shall be done on earth, same as in heaven. Like, it's about to be a transition of kingdom. So we're not focusing on the things on this worldly perspective, as in you think of Lot's wife, when she couldn't let go Sodom and Gomorrah, she looked back. That was symbolic to like not letting go the world at that time, because the Lord said He's gonna take care of His people. That's why I say I named this lesson, the Lord's people is about to cash in. The Lord is not like man that He got to lie and make up these false narratives and give us false hope. He doesn't lie. This is Proverbs 11:4, because a lot of these people that got, oh, I got this amount of crypto, I got Bitcoin, I got 4 or 5 land properties, I got this credit score. Riches profit not in the day of wrath. So when that day of wrath, the day of the Lord comes, it doesn't matter how much money you got. You can't buy your way out of destruction that's about to happen here in this slaughter in America. Riches profit not in the day of wrath, but righteousness delivered from death. So the Lord dealing with the righteous man, the righteous woman. The Lord's people is about to cash in. Isaiah 65:13, because we about to come in time of food shortages, famines, unparalleled times, job losses. Therefore thus said the Lord Yahweh, the true Heavenly Father, the big God, the Most High. Behold, my servant shall eat. I said the Lord's people is about to cash in. Behold, my servant shall eat, but you shall be hungry, because you're not the Lord's people. Behold, my servant shall drink, but you shall be thirsty, because you're not the Lord's people. Behold, my servant shall rejoice, but you shall be ashamed, because you're not the Lord's people. The Lord's people about to cash in. Behold, my servant shall sing for joy of heart, but you shall cry for sorrow of heart, and shall have a vexation spirit. Why? Because you're not the Lord's people. The Lord's people is about to cash in. This is Romans chapter 8, verse 18, because if you don't let go America, you will get burnt up with it. And that's prophesied all throughout the Bible. Jeremiah, the nuclear missiles hitting, Ezra saw it. And that's what we live in. And we live in that time of war. Just in Ecclesiastes goes, it's a time for everything under the sun, a time for love, time for hate. We live in the time of the war no matter what. You try to ignore these prophecy is going to fulfill itself. The Lord word doesn't come back to him void. Like a void check, it doesn't come back to him void. The Lord said, my counsel shall do it. He's going to do his will, everything. This is spiritual. That's why I said the Lord's people is about to cash in. The Lord is about to deliver his people through the Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Who you so-called Neo, Latino, Haitians, Puerto Ricans, Colombians, Uruguayans, but who out of those tribes? The elect man, the elect lady. The Lord is cutting off 2/3 of his people. Zechariah 13:8-9 goes into the Lord's cutting off 2/3 parts in all the land. The Lord's people is about to cash in. You want to be part of that number. You're supposed to be focusing on the Lord, building on your relationship, building on your putting in money in your spiritual heavenly bank account. Not Bank of America, not Wells Fargo, not Chase Bank, the Heavenly Father Bank. The bank of Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai. That's the bank we're cashing in. And hope the Lord willing, the Lord doesn't void our check or bounce when we try to redeem our money and cash in. For I reckon that the sufferings of this present time are not worthy to be compared with the glory which shall be revealed in us. And that's when those men and the women and children see the Lord come back. The Lord come back and deliver them. And the Lord is about to put this whole earth on a whole new vibration to another degree that we can't even fathom. Because the Lord's people is about to cash in. It say 2 Corinthians chapter 4, verse 17, for our light affliction, all the little stuff we're going through can't be compared to when the Lord come back and crack the clouds and deliver us, or it can't even be compared in that time knowing that the Lord is dealing with you when you're able to eat, when you're able to be not thirsty, when you're able to be with Lord willing. Lord, some of us probably be separated, some of us might be with our loved ones. We don't know that, but to get saved and delivered through the times we're living in, it can't be compared. It's a lucky, you know, at the job, man. That's how the spirit work, though. For our light affliction, which is but for a moment, because this is temporary. What we about to go through is temporary. And you got to understand that we don't belong to ourselves. And I thought about this the other day when I was talking about, I was just a man in the flesh and I was just thinking about things in my life. And I was like, I don't even own myself. You know what I'm saying? Even if I was to make a kid right now, whatever, I don't even own that kid. You know why? Because the Lord ordained that kid to be here. The Lord ordained me to be here. The Lord ordained you to be where you at doing what you're doing. So we don't even belong to ourselves. And we can't think selfishly any times to come. We got to think about Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, the Heavenly Father, the only begotten Son. And the betterment that all we are going back to the Heavenly Father, and He going to take care of us just like He been taking care of us from the beginning of time. In Egypt, He took care of us from everywhere we've been at from the first day. We always been taken care of. And that's the same type of mindset and spirit that you need to be in. Because you can't go against the Heavenly Father and His creation and His narrative and this story, this beautiful movie we live in called life. Because you try to go against the Heavenly Father and the Son plan, it's not going to work. For our light affliction, which is but for a moment, it's temporarily, working for us a far more exceeding and eternal way to glory. So what we going through can't be compared. The everlasting, seeing the Lord and this little temporary things working and 9 to 5, it working for us a far more exceeding and eternal way to glory. The Heavenly Father is beyond, the Son is beyond, and that's what we're about to witness. And that's why the Lord's people is about to cash in, because it was written that those got the victory, and they seen the Lord come back, and they was the first fruits in the kingdom to come. You can't compare that to the everlasting kingdom. What we going through, no matter how much you try to work on your credit, okay, just you got decent credit, 650, whatever, close to 700. You get that car, you get the house. Guess what? You still don't own that because you got land tax. If you lose your job and you miss 1, 2, 3 payments, now your house up for repossession, they come grab it. You don't own nothing here. Even the Lord is prophesied that America is going to get destroyed anyway. So just get your daily bread, get your daily essentials, and focus on the Lord and focus on what's to come. Cashing in on the bank of Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai. And it's a lot. Like I said, I'm at work, but the work's still getting done. And, you know, hope this lesson edifying because I want to go. But like I said, I'm at work, but I'll probably do another lesson, before I get off of work. That's just how the spirit works. It comes and go. But this was just with the title. The Lord's people is about to cash in. Hold the lesson with edifying. We give our praise to Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Rekakadash, double honors to the apostles and the elders and the bishops that spread the truth out the four corners in the last days. I'm here with another Can't Be Lesson. Shalom.